So what we're going to talk about today is we have the big, beautiful tax bill. It passed over the weekend. I'm actually going to have a special event, a live event later this afternoon to explain it to you guys. I have a PowerPoint presentation, unbiased, unpolitical. I'm just going to break it down because I also was concerned about, I have family members that receive SNAP memberships, SNAP, and things like that. So I really want to focus in on that, Medicare, the SALT deductions. You might be a little bit confused on that. So I'm going to try to explain all the nuances to it and actually debunk some of the things out there that I was looking up and I'm like, well, that's not true. So I want to debunk a lot of things for you with that as well. So what we do have coming out this weekend, nothing on the economic calendar until Thursday, some jobs report numbers. But what we do have coming out is we think there's going to be a lot of tariff deals working. So the stock market right now is kind of, let's say it's null and void. It's red all the way across the indices right through here, but it does say stocks are lower despite Bessent saying several trade announcements are ahead. So let's get over to Secretary of Treasury Bessent. He's going to talk to us about the tariff deals that are coming and a little bit about the big, beautiful tax bill. He's going to talk about the national debt, and I'm still concerned over that, folks, so don't worry about that. He's also going to break down per year because this goes back over the last 5 years. Doesn't seem like this was a concern over the last couple years, but all of a sudden it is. So let's get over to the interview that we have right through here. I think you're going to learn something today. And remember, I'll be back later this afternoon with a live event. We're going to break down the tax bill. But let's see what Secretary of State has to say. Then I'm going to show you market reactions to this, what's expected on interest rates this week, and much more. So take it away, CNBC. And when we come back, I'll show you market reactions, and we're expecting the rest of the week. Take it away.
And join us now for the latest on tariffs and the recently passed budget bill and more. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. Secretary, thanks for joining us. I don't know how much you could necessarily hear of our last conversation. We definitely want to talk trade, tariffs, and all of the above. But let's keep the discussion going about the big, beautiful bill, deficit concerns, debt concerns. You have made the argument in the past that this will address the deficit, and you see deficits in future years coming down from whatever it is, 6% of GDP. How do you argue that that's going to happen? Tell us again.
Well, good morning, Joe. And look, we inherited a mess, and I'm not sure where all these deficit hawks were when the Team Biden was blowing out the deficit. So last year was 6.7% of GDP, which was the highest it had been when we weren't in a recession, weren't at war. And as your previous guest said, we don't have a tax collection problem. We have a spending problem, and we are trying to get that under control. We are also trying to accelerate growth because